There are big balls in the government and it's a threat to our national security. I repeat, there are big balls in the government and it is a threat to our national security. I can't believe that we're here. Okay, quick little recap for those who are unaware. Elon Musk has this pack of good boys, as I'm calling them. They're his good boys because they just listen and obey to whatever he says. He says sit, they sit. He says fetch, they go. They fetch all of the information about the diversity and equity and they report it back to him. These good boys are in the 19 to 24-year-old range, and they have access to government databases. Now, nothing against young people. I'm not saying that young people are inherently incompetent because they are young. I am obviously young, so that would be kind of hypocritical of me. I'm just saying, me personally, I wouldn't trust myself near a government agency, like at least 5 years. At least like 5 to 7 years, maybe, with like national secrets, like top level clearance. I don't know, maybe sooner if I get like a lot of experience in the field, if I'm super highly educated, super highly qualified, I have a lot of really good references, you know, like maybe after I've proven myself. But like right now, like I get comments all the time that flatter the fuck out of me, like, you should run for office. Just because I seem to be knowledgeable about a certain thing doesn't mean that I'm qualified to go out and do that certain thing, okay? I would not go into office right now and start passing legislation. I just talk online. I'm just a yapper, bro. And I'm thinking about the kids that like are in my age range, the kids that I went to high school with, the kids that I went to college with. And I'm thinking like, this is the most antisocial, probably, like, yeah, no, I think I could say that with 100% certainty. This is the most antisocial generation in the workforce right now. Because of COVID. These people were doing their degrees, they were getting the majority of their higher education probably online with ChatGPT open and a side browser view and like paying people maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking about kids that I went to school with, okay? I'm not projecting any of this onto the good boys. I'm just saying 19 to 24 range, COVID hit when they were in like the 15 to 19 range. I'm not sure if that makes for the most qualified individuals to be in government right now. Just a quick little rundown of what they have access to. They have access to the NOAA Center for Climate and Weather Prediction, SAID, the FAA, the US Treasury, the Department of Education. What the fuck are they doing with all of that data, with all of those like documents? What is the reason? Let me rephrase, okay? It's not what are they doing with all of this data. It's why is this how they're doing it? Why is this how they're going about it? Because there were an alarming amount of Democrats that were very willing to work with Elon Musk and very willing to work on the Doge committee. Me personally, I was always very questionable and skeptical of it. But like, you had Cenk Uygur tweeting at Elon Musk, like, you had Cenk Uygur at fucking America Fest, whatever, like talking about how he was gonna work with the right. And other than like just his weird right tilt, whatever he's doing, I think Jared Moskowitz was another one that tried to get into a Doge committee and they ended up locking him out because they said that it was for Republicans only. Like, there were a lot of Democrats that were very open to the possibility of cutting government waste and very open to working with Republicans. Which leads me to the question, why did they do this in the most like fuck you way possible to the Democrats? Like in the most aggressive, hostile takeover, we're just gonna give it to you fast and hard, like, and it's just completely illegal too. But if all of it is so easily sellable, like if everything that he's cutting is so easily government waste and it's so marketable, and if it's so logical, and if it's so comprehensive, and if it makes so much sense, why couldn't we just present that in a normal way? Why do we have a group of good boys, a goon squad, having access to the Treasury documents? Thankfully, they do not have access yet, okay? A judge halted access to them. But the fact that this even needs to be done, like the fact that we need to stop a bunch of non-government employees who haven't been properly vetted, we have to stop them from getting access to the Treasury Department's records. Like, why is this something that we need to do? Why is this something that needs to be said? Why does this need to be spelled out that this is illegal? I don't know what the ulterior motive is, okay? This is what's getting me about this whole thing, is I have this whole board in front of me with a big banner at the top that says, "I fear for our national security." I don't know what it's for. Like, it's the weird, he wants to make the human workforce machines. He wants to make humans obsolete for like some weird civilization is doomed reasons. And like, yeah, okay, yeah, we could make some government jobs obsolete. Like I know the state election board, I know that this is like a pretty arbitrary role. Like their job is literally just to like say yes to the final tally. It's basically just like an Excel spreadsheet. Like this was a whole thing that I was keeping up with. I'm aware some jobs can be turned into like robot computer AI jobs, but like I'm just so like, what is the reason? Why is there a treasury cover up? Why were they hiding these kids? Why were they like shoving them through with no background checks, with no type of like security clearance, no like anything, no vetting process for these people? Why were they just shoving them through so sketchily? I don't know. I have no clue. But Elon Musk himself hasn't even been properly vetted, and he's actually in trouble from the last administration because of SpaceX. But don't worry, Donald Trump got him out of that. Donald Trump actually went ahead and fired the inspector general that was investigating Elon Musk from his SpaceX. He was being investigated for not being up to date with federal national security standards. This man is not an American-born citizen. I've nothing against immigrants. A lot of my family wasn't American-born either, but what is this South African apartheid neo-Nazi motherfucker doing? Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is the motive? Oh my god, what is the motive? I don't know. It can't just be that he wants money to go to Mars. I refuse to believe it's that simple. I refuse to believe that he is that. I don't even know. When Trump fired over a dozen inspector generals last month, one of them was Defense Department IG Robert Storch. We don't know whether the Musk probe was the reason for this firing, but it seems awfully convenient that the SpaceX billionaire, who's known to be enraged about facing regulations and oversight and has very lucrative contracts, all of a sudden now that IG isn't going anywhere, now that IG isn't anywhere. Musk, who has top security clearance at SpaceX, is supposed to be subject to continuous vetting by the government. That requires him to report certain details of his private life and travel abroad. Yet, Musk has failed to meet these reportings since at least 2021. Musk and his team haven't provided the government with some details of his travel and some of his meetings with foreign leaders? This South African motherfucker is meeting with foreign leaders and not telling the government about it. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How is he allowed to have clearance like this? How is this? This is the same Republican Party that had an entire scandal, an entire fit. Donald Trump was calling Hillary Clinton incompetent and saying that she would ruin and completely like sell out the American country, all of our national security secrets because of her fucking private email server. Like, you're telling me that these same people have a South African, I'm just gonna keep on harping on the fact that he's not even American born, South African, that is meeting with foreign leaders since 2021 and not telling anyone about it and not reporting it and not like that's not concerning to anyone. Maybe I'm the problem. Like, maybe I'm being dramatic, okay? It's not like China has been trying to hack the United States forever. No, it's not like Elon Musk is the only government contractor that's able to have a factory in China. It's nothing. I'm being dramatic. The young, experienced engineers aiding Elon Musk's government takeover. Listen, I think that there is something to be said about the types of people that enjoy surrounding themselves with submissives, for lack of a better word. If an older guy is going after younger girls consistently, like, yeah, maybe he just genuinely is more attracted to youthfulness, but maybe he's just a creep that likes the power imbalance and enjoys the manipulation that he can hold over her. So, like, I don't know, what's the purpose of having all of these young little antisocial, chronically online tech bros as your good boy goon squad? Like, what is I find it difficult to believe that these are the only people that he could get. I find it difficult to believe that these are the first people that he wanted. And the fact that these are the people that he wanted, the fact that he has access to an entire country, an entire government filled with like the top of the line experts, like the best of the best, apparently. And you go for a bunch of 19 to 24-year-olds. It just really makes me wonder what the motive is for these people. Like, what I'm trying. It can't just be that they're assholes. Like, it can't just be that they're tech bro dicks. One of them already resigned for being racist, which JD Vance is gonna bring him back for like the stupidest, like he resigned himself. Like he resigned. You guys fired him. It wasn't reported on by like New York Times or by the fucking CNN or the mainstream media. No one was canceling him. He resigned. He resigned. Why is to err is human? Like what is this? My Spanish teacher used to say that to me all the time. Is that like a Red Wing thing? To err is human? Because my Spanish teacher is really Trump support. Is that a Red Wing? I don't know. Let me know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if that's something that I'm missing. But this idea, he's just the poor little kid. He's just a poor little kid that had some sketchy tweets. Like, okay, is he like a child that is incapable of controlling his own digital footprint? Or is he someone who is perfectly capable of accessing all of these federal government documents? I don't think stupid social media activity should ruin a kid's life. This is like this is such a slap in the face to me, because I've been thinking recently, like, I want to go into some type of government job in the future, and I wonder if putting all of my political opinions online for the world to see is like the smartest decision right now. Like, I wonder if that's gonna come back to bite me in the ass, and maybe it will. If it does, I will report back to you. I will come back and be like, hey, my life actually did go to shit because of my political beliefs. I will come on here and say like, hey, my digital footprint came back to bite me in the ass, and I actually am facing serious repercussions in my day-to-day life. I don't think that is the case though, because I have never, you could scour, I have never come out and said a slur online. I've never talked about my dick size. Like, oh my God. I'm just tripping. So if this man has access to government documents, if Big Balls, blue check, Edward Big Baller, Grok says I have an 11-inch penis verified by my mom, I have big balls, I'm an old soul, don't die. If this motherfucker can have access to the government databases, any ladies fucking or sucking on big balls tonight, like, what do I have to fear? What do I have to fear about my digital footprint? Because I'm giving my insightful and perfect and lovely opinions on politics? I have nothing to fear. Sometimes when you're young, the only place to go is inside. That's just it. Fucking is what I love. Take that away from me and I really got nothing. This is the same party that is calling like every single girl that's ever been in a bathing suit on Instagram ever a slut for normalizing and casualizing sex. This is the same party that thinks that you consent to having a child the second that you have sex. This is the same family first, bring back traditional values, we need to instill the nuclear family. This is the same party, and this guy's just big balls just talking about fucking tiny girls with tiny butts with his tiny dick. Okay, so wait, he deleted this post, but he posted this yesterday. I fuck thin women with small butts. My balls may be big, but my dick's small. Like, hashtag I don't give a fuck. First of all, bro, pick a struggle, okay? You can't be some right-wing fucking loser that doesn't leave his house and have a small dick. You gotta pick one. But he's also posting, might fuck around and steal people's identities. Hashtag I don't give a fuck. Hashtag he doesn't give a fuck about anything. He'll fuck bitches with small butts and he'll also steal their identities too. And you think it's a joke, and you think it's a troll, and you think, oh haha, this is exactly what he wants the liberals to be mad. And I'm sure that they've been properly vetted, except he's literally been fired before for stealing or leaking company secrets. Quote, I had access to every single machine, says Big Balls on Discord. Oh, actually, he's under the name Rivage in this one. I never exploited it because that's just not me. Don't worry, guys. Big Balls is a really good guy, okay? He's a good guy, and yeah, he might have all of this access to all of these, you know, national secrets and government databases, but he's a really good guy, and you have to trust him, okay? That's just not him. It's just not in his personality to be leaking national security secrets like that. In fact, I'm sure he's probably actually really offended and really hurt that you're accusing him of leaking national secrets when he's done literally nothing to show that he's capable of leaking national secrets. And actually, I apologize to Big Balls because I actually just wrongfully made the assumption that they were right in firing him. My bad. I didn't realize. He actually said in response to this firing, he had done nothing contractually wrong when he was working for a cybersecurity company and bragging about the access to data that he had at the cybersecurity company. He did nothing wrong. So I apologize. Because this whole thing, he did nothing wrong in this instance, and so he did nothing wrong ever, and there's never anything wrong or anything illegal. It's always technicalities. It's always technically they can do this, technically they can do that. Technically, Donald Trump does have literally no fucking mandate. Where was this energy when Hillary Clinton won the popular vote? Like, I'm not even going to say Joe Biden because people say that the 2020 election was rigged. Just completely take that out of the equation. But where was this energy when Hillary Clinton won the fucking popular vote? Who was saying that Hillary Clinton had some mandate to be like the future of the next country, like the next future of the country? We didn't even want Hillary Clinton to be the future of the Democratic Party, let alone the fucking future of the country. How does that small of a victory margin warrant all of this? How do we get away with saying, oh, he has a mandate, oh, he has a mandate, oh, he has a mandate for every single one of his confirmation picks? How are they getting away with this? How is it? It's illegal. This is illegal. This is illegal. And I feel like a dork for screaming at the top of my lungs that this is illegal when no one cares that this is illegal. Like, all of this is illegal. It's the actual execution of the congressional budget. Is it in the Constitution that Congress has to vote on a budget? Congress votes on a budget. Congress has the power of the purse. They vote on a budget. They have that authority solely. Who the fuck is Donald Trump to come in here and say, no, you can't allocate that money where it's already been allocated? I'm a dork. I'm a dork for caring about this. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. I'm the problem. I'm being over dramatic. I forget. It's just 4 more years. 4 more years. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been getting very, very dark about this administration, specifically in terms of our national security. Like, this in combination with Tulsi, like, this isn't even my Tulsi vid. Like, I have so much on Tulsi. Like, and this isn't even it either. Oh my gosh, guys, I've been so, like, I don't even think blackpilled is the right word. Like, I'm just so, it's taking everything in me not to think that this entire administration is just a setup to destroy Western democracy. Like, I'm trying so hard not to go there, but every time something happens, I'm like, what is the motive other than just completely destroying our liberal democracy over here? Like, what is the reason other than to undermine all of it? Okay, and with that very conspiratorial and Jesus Christ, this is a terrible outro. This was my web of research for this video. I'm gonna try and start doing these for all of them so you can fact check me. I'll leave a link to this down below so you can go ahead and check out what I used to make this video and look at it for yourself. I have one in preparation about Tulsi, okay? There's so much in this administration. So make sure you subscribe to follow along, drop a like down below, comment, let me know what you guys think. 4 more years, guys. We got this.